بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Welcome to the تزكية النفس, purification of the soul, increasing the iman from the series تزكية النفس from Tatriz, RiyadcAs. We're still in the chapter of الاقتصاد في الأعمال, so a moderation in the righteous deed. We are in hadith 150, which we see so far is long hadith. I read the Arabic first inshallah. يقول الإمام النووي رحمه الله بسنده المتصل وعن أبي محمد بن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله عنهما قال أخبر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو أخبر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أني أقول والله لأصومن النهار ولأقومن الليل ما عشت. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أأنت الذي تقول ذلك؟ فقلت له قد قلته بأبي أنت وأمي يا رسول الله. قال فإنك لا تستطيع ذلك. طيب, this part of the hadith narrated by Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. His kunya is Abi Muhammad. He said that Prophet Muhammad was informed that I said that I would perform prayer the whole night and observe fasting every day as long as I live. And then Messenger Muhammad Messenger of Allah Sayyidina Muhammad said, is that you who said this? I said to him, O Prophet of Allah, I ransom you with my parents. It is I who said that. Then Prophet Muhammad said, you will not able to do that. طيب. After that he said to him, فصم وأفطر ونم وقم وصم من الشهر 3 أيام فإن الحسنة بعشر أمثالها وذلك مثل صيام الدهر. قلت فإن أطيق أفضل من ذلك؟ قال فصم يوما وأفطر يومين. قلت فإن أطيق أفضل من ذلك؟ قال فصم يوما وأفطر يوما فذلك صيام داود عليه السلام وهو أعدل الصيام. وفي رواية وهو أفضل الصيام. فقلت فإن أطيق أفضل من ذلك؟ فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا أفضل من ذلك. Then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, observe fasting and break it, sleep and get up for prayer, and observe fast for 3 days during the month. For every good it is multiplied 10 times, and that will be equal to fasting the whole year. Then I said, means Abdullah ibn Amr, O Messenger of Allah, I can do more than that. He said, observe fast 1 day and leave off the next 2 days. I said, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I have strength to do more than that. Then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, observe fast every other day, and that is the fasting of Dawood, and that is the most moderate fasting. According to other narration, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that is the best fasting. I said, but I am capable of doing more than this. Thereupon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is nothing better than this. This is the meaning of the first part of the hadith. Then Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As said, فكان قال نصف الظهر فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا أفضل من ذلك. طيب, ولأن أكون, this is saying of Abdullah ibn Amr, ولأن أكون قبلت ال3 أيام التي قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أحب لي من أهلي ومالي. وفي رواية ألم أخبر أنك تصوم النهار وتقوم الليل؟ قلت بلى يا رسول الله. قال فلا تفعل، صم وأفطر ونم وقم، فإن لجسدك عليك حق، وإن لعينك عليك حق، وإن لزوجك عليك حق، وإن لزورك عليك حق، وإن بحسبك أن تصوم كل شهر 3 أيام، فإن لك بكل حسنة 10 أمثالها، فإن ذلك صيام الدهر. فجدت فشدد علي، قلت يا رسول الله إني أجد قوة. قال صم صيام نبي الله داود ولا تزد عليه. قلت وما كان صيام داود؟ قال نصف الدهر. فكان عبد الله يقول بعدما كبر يا ليتني قبلت رخصة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وفي رواية ألم أخبر أنك تصوم الدهر وتقرأ القرآن كل ليلة؟ فقلت بلى يا رسول الله ولم أرد بذلك إلا الخير. قال فصم صوم نبي الله داود فإنه كان أعبد الناس وأقرأ القرآن كل شهر. قلت يا نبي الله إني أطيق أفضل من ذلك. فقال فقرأ في كل 20. قلت يا نبي الله إني أطيق أن أفضل من ذلك. فقال فقرأ في كل 10. قلت يا نبي الله إني أطيق أفضل من ذلك. فقال فقرأ في كل 7 ولا تزد على ذلك. فجلدت فشدد علي وقال لي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إنك لا تدري لعلك يطول بك عمر. قلت فصرت إلى الذي قال لي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، فلما كبرت وددت أني كنت قبلت رخصة نبي الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وفي رواية وإن لولدك عليك حقا. وفي رواية لا صام من صام الأبد 3. وفي رواية أحب الصيام إلى الله تعالى صيام داود، وأحب الصلاة إلى الله تعالى صلاة داود. كان ينام نصف الليل ويقوم ثلثه وينام سدسه، وكان يقوم يوما ويفطر يوما ولا يفر إذا لاقى. وفي رواية أنكحني أبي امرأة ذات حسب، وكان يتعاهد كنته أي امرأة ولده. فيسألها عن بعلها فتقول له نعم الرجل من رجل لم يبطأ لنا فراشا ولم يفتش لنا كنفا منذ أتيناه. فلما طال ذلك عليه ذكر ذلك النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال ألقني به. فلقيته بعد ذلك فقال كيف تصوم؟ قلت كل يوم. قال كيف تختم؟ قلت كل ليلة. وذكر نحو من ما سبق نحو ما سبق. وكان يقرأ على بعض أهله السبع الذي يقرأه يعرضه من النهار يكون أخف عليه بالليل، وإذا أراد يتقوى أفطر أياما وأحصاه وصام مثلهن كراهية أن يترك شيئا فارق عليه النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. كل هذه الروايات صحيحة، معظمها في الصحيحين وقليل منها في أحدهما. طيب, the different narration still with the story of the Prophet Muhammad with Abdullah ibn Amr and how he explained to him to be moderate in ibadah. Another narration to the previous narration, Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu said, in another narration, he reported to have said, a messenger of Allah said to me, O Abdullah, have I not been informed that you observe fasting during the day and the offer a prayer or the night? I replied, yes, O Messenger of Allah. Messenger of Allah sallallahu said, do not do that. Observe fast for a few days and then leave off for a few days. Perform prayers and also sleep at night, as your body has a right upon you, and your eyes has a right upon you, and your wife has a right upon you, your visitor has rights upon you. It's sufficient for you to observe fast 3 days in the month, and reward of good deeds is multiplied 10 times, so it will be like fasting the whole year. I insisted on fasting, and so I was giving a hard instruction. I said, O Messenger of Allah, I have strength. Messenger of Allah said, observe fast like the fasting of the Prophet Dawood, and do not fast more than that. I said, how was fasting of the Prophet Dawood? Then Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, half of the year, means he used to fast on every alternate day. Afterward, when Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, may Allah bless with him, grew old, he used to say, would that I had availed myself of the concession granted to me by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Another narration, Abdullah ibn Amr is reported to have said that Messenger of Allah said, I have been informed that you observe the fast continuously and recite the whole of the Quran every night. I said, oh Messenger of Allah, it is right, but I covet thereby nothing but good. Whereupon he said, then observe fast like the fasting of the Prophet Dawood, and he was the most ardent worshipper of Allah, recite the Quran once every month. I said, "Oh, Prophet of Allah, I'm capable of doing more than that." He said, "Then recite in the complete Quran, it means the complete Quran in every 20 days." I said, "Oh, Prophet, I can capable of reciting more than that." He said, "They recite it once every 10 days." I said, "Oh, Prophet, I'm capable of reciting more than that." Then he said, "Recite it once every 7 days, but not recite more than that." Then the Prophet ﷺ said, I also said to me, "You do not know, you may have a larger life. When I grow old, I wish I had availed myself of the concession granted by the Prophet ﷺ." Another narration, Abdullah ibn Amr is reported to have said, Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, "The best fasting with Allah is that Prophet Dawood's fasting, and the best prayer with Allah is that Dawood ﷺ, for he would sleep half of the night and stand up for prayer for the third of the night, and would sleep six parts of the night. He observed fast one day and leave off of the other. He would not flee on meeting of enemy." Another narration, Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anhuma reported to have said, "My father helped me marry a noble woman, and he used to inquire on his daughter-in-law regarding her husband. She would say, 'He is indeed a fine man. Since I have come to him, he has neither stepped on my bed nor he has sexual relation with me.' When his state of affairs lasted for some time, my father mentioned the matter to Messenger of Allah, who directed my father, saying, 'Send him to me.' I went to him accordingly. He asked me, 'How often do you observe fast?' I replied, 'Daily.' He asked me, 'How long do you take in regarding in reading the Quran?' I said, 'Once every night.' Then he narrated the whole story. He is in his old would recite 1/7 of his nightly recitation to some members of his family during the day to lighten his task at the night. However, he wished to have relief from his fast on alternate day. He would give up fasting for a few days and make up deficiency later by observing the number of the fasts he had missed. He would not give up the number of fasts altogether, because he did not like to abandon what he has settled with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is hadith is a very important hadith. It has many lessons. It's long hadith, of course, but it is different narration. So the whole story here is that Prophet Muhammad sallam, the news came to him that Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As practicing the ibadah uh, by praying all the night and fasting all the day and reciting the Quran every night. So, which something which is not easy to do it, and also not easy to make it continuous. So, the first lesson here, that Prophet Muhammad sallam, before he accept this news, he bring Abdullah ibn Amr and asked him, "Did you say that, or did you do that?" Then he confirmed. So it's very important here. If someone bring you a news about someone, so you have to directly go and speak with him, and instead of taking the news as it and then build on that news story. Also. In this hadith, also Prophet Muhammad sallam showed to the ummah different examples of fasting. So the minimum is to fast 3 days. And Prophet Muhammad sallam explained that sends the hasana by 10 times. So the day will be like 10 days, and 3 days be like 30 days, means a month, and means that you fast all the year. So this is one of the options that Prophet Muhammad sallam showed to the ummah. Next option is to fast one day and break fast 2 days. Overall means that you will fast all the weeks, all the year, all the month, 2 weeks. This is another option. Also, the other option is to fast each alternate day. This is like a fasting of Dawood, alayhi salam. More likely, these 3 days, the minimum one, could be any 3 days in the month, not necessary to be the lunar or the white days, the 13th and 14th and 15th. As you be, يعني maybe surprised that the hadith of fasting the 13th and 14th and 15th, some scholar regarded as a da'if. So it's not necessary to be 13 and 14 and 15. Any 3 days at the beginning of the month, at the middle of the month, at the end of the month, different days or in sequence. Of course, if you can make this 3 days, this another option. Another option is to fast Monday and Thursday. This is different options as well. This overall, when you fast Monday and Thursday, that at the end of the month you fast at least eight days, which also combine the 3 days of fasting. Also for reciting Quran, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised him to do not complete reading the Quran in less than 7 days. Another narration, a different story, mentions 3 days. So the minimum days that you can finish the Quran is 3 days, not less than that, in order to understand what you are saying or what you are reciting. Also, in this hadith showed that how it's important to look after and keep looking for your son even after he married, especially regarding to his relation with his wife. So Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As married to a lady from a noble lady from Quraysh, and his father Amr ibn al-As was so keen to ask his wife about his son. He asked the wife of Abdullah ibn Amr about his son. And then in order to make sure that he give her rights. And then when he has been told that she complaining indirectly because he spent all of his time in ibadah and ignoring her, then he has to take action. And the action here is to ask Prophet Muhammad sallam to bring Abdullah ibn Amr or to speak with Abdullah ibn Amr, and he explained to him that. And also in this hadith, as we mentioned last lesson, about the story of Abu Darda and Salman al-Farisi, and when Abu Darda spent his day in fasting and night prayer, and Darda, his wife, was complaining to Salman al-Farisi. This is before the Ayatul Hijab. Then he explained to him that your family has rights upon you, and your Lord has rights upon you, and your body has rights upon you, so you have to give to each part its own rights. So, and then Prophet Muhammad sallam confirmed his saying, and then he in this hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallam said the same to Abdullah ibn Amr. So this is muwafaqa. Muwafaqa means aligning or lining between the saying of the Prophet Muhammad sallam and the saying of the Sahabi Salman al-Farisi. So more likely in this hadith, it showed that the best fasting is to fast each alternate day, and not more than that. Also, Allah Azza wa Jal command us to do the ibadah based on our ability or wisdom, our capability. But this is the optional ibadah. But when you talking about the compulsory ibadah, you have to do it based on your ability to do it. Also, in this hadith, there is a lesson that you can inform about your righteous deed if you if you're sure that you will not doing showing off. So this is so far the hadith number 150. Next hadith 151. وعن أبي ربعي حنظلة بن الربيع الأسيدي الكاتب أحد كتاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: لقيني أبو بكر رضي الله عنه فقال: كيف أنت يا حنظلة؟ قلت: نافق حنظلة. قال: سبحان الله ما تقول. قلت نكون عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يذكرنا بالجنة والنار، كأن رأي عين كأن رأي عين، فإذا خرجنا من عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عافسنا الأزواج والأولاد والضيعات، نسينا كثيرا. قال أبو بكر رضي الله عنه: فوالله إنا لنلقى مثل هذا. فانطلقت أنا وأبو بكر حتى دخلنا على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، فقلت: نافق حنظلة يا رسول الله. فقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: وما ذاك؟ قلت: يا رسول الله، نكون عندك تذكرنا بالنار والجنة، فكأن رأي العين، فإذا خرجنا من عندك عافسنا الأزواج والأولاد والضيعات، نسينا كثيرا. فقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: والذي نفسي بيده لو تدومون على ما تكونون عندي وفي الذكر لصافحتكم الملائكة على فرشكم وفي طرقكم، ولكن يا حنظلة ساعة وساعة 3 مرات. طيب, here is a hadith narrated by حنظلة ابن ربيع أبي ربعي حنظلة ابن ربيع الأسيدي رضي الله عنه, one of the writers of the Wahy. He said that I met with Abu Bakr, may Allah bless him, and he said, how are you, Hanzala? Then I met with Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He said, how are you, Hanzala? I said, Hanzala has become a hypocrite. Then Abu Bakr said, far removed is Allah from every imperfection. What you are saying? I said, Mid Hanzala, when we are in the company of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he reminds us of the hellfires and the Jannah, we feel as if we are seeing them with our every eyes. And when we are away from the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we attended to our wives, our children, our business, most of these things. Then slipped out our mind most of these to life hereafter, most of these pertaining to life hereafter slipped out of our mind. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu said, by Allah, I also experience the same thing. So Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu and I went to Messenger of Allah, and I said to him, "O Messenger of Allah, Hanzala has turned hypocrite." Thereupon Messenger of Allah said, what has happened to you? Then Hanzala said, I said, O Messenger of Allah, when we are in your company and are reminded of hellfire and Jannah, we feel as if we are seeing them with our own eyes. But when we go away from you and attend to our wives, children, and business, much of these things got out of our minds. Thereupon Prophet Muhammad said, by him in whose hand is my life, if your state of mind remains the same as it in my presence, and you are always busy in dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal, the angel will shake hand with you in your beds and in your roots. But Hanzala, time should be devoted to the worldly affairs means, and time should be devoted to the ibadah. Prophet Muhammad repeat this thrice. This hadith also, it is similar to the previous. We're talking about the balance between the ibadah and the dunya. You have to balance between ibadah and the dunya in order to get the benefit of both. But this hadith more likely is mentioned to us how the person status change from environment to the other. When you are sitting in Majlis al-Ilm like we are now, you feel that your iman increase. You feel you are so close to Allah Azza wa Jal. You feel that you have emotionally increasing of your iman. And then once you finish the life or finish the lesson, you go to the life, you the dunya, go to the shopping center, go to your friend, go to do some sport, do to some family commitment. That's fine. This is dunya. But because if you keep yourself in the same environment and the same status that you have, that you reach the level of the malaika, the level لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. So the malaika, as Allah Azza wa Jal, created them for ibadah only. But this here is a very important point. This does not mean that you spend the time in ibadah, in a lessons, in learning, and then you go outside to do something haram. Go outside to enjoy your life in a haram way. Go outside to do innovate your life by something against the deen. So this is very important. You have to balance between it. So Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu when he mentioned it is hour and hour, means hour in ibadah, hour in devoting yourself to the worship of Allah Azza wa Jal, an hour to take you or to give you responsibility and to enjoy the dunya in a halal way. Enjoy the life in a halal way, not in a haram way. So these are very important. That doesn't mean that you can do whatever you like since you prayed, since you attend the lesson, since you read the Quran, and then after that, khalas, I can do whatever I like. No, everyone has to be know that he is controlled as well outside the ibadah by the laws of Allah. Another hadith, or maybe last hadith to finish this chapter. وعن ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما قال بينما النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يخطب إذا هو برجل قائم فسأل عنه فقالوا أبو إسرائيل نذر أن يقوم في الشمس ولا يقعد ولا يستظل ولا يتكلم ويصوم. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم مروه فليتكلم وليستظل وليقعد وليتم صومه. رواه البخاري. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma reported that while Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was delivering a khutbah, he noticed a man who was standing. So he asked about him and was told that he was Abu Israel, who had taken a vow to remain standing and not sit or go into the shade or speak while observing fasting. Thereupon Prophet Muhammad sallam said, tell him to speak, to go into the shade, to sit and to complete his fasting. This hadith also regarding to the balance between the ibadah and the balance between the dunya as well. There is no restriction for the person to enjoy his dunya in halal. And here is hadith indicate that when you do ibadah, when you want to be close to Allah Azza wa Jal, if that something which is Allah Azza wa Jal do not command you to do, it is not obligatory to do. So Allah Azza wa Jal did not command you to stand in the sun. Allah Azza wa Jal do not command you to stop talking with people. So when you do a vow, like he did here, Abu Israel, radiallahu anhu, this vow, it is something which is out of the capability of the human. Standing, do not speak, and do not stand in the shade. This is cannot be done forever, and this is bring the person to be hard on him to do that. So and this is showing that the nadr, the vow are two types here, by the way. There are two types of nadr of vow. The first one نذر المطلق والنذر المشروط أو اللي هو المشروط. They are conditional نذر والنذر condition called المعلق, and they are mutlaq or unlimited nadr. So if someone put a condition for his nadr by saying, if Allah Azza wa Jal grant me a son, I will fast 3 days. or if Allah Azza wa Jal يعني grant me the success in the exam, I will give a charity such and such. This is called conditional nadr, and it's makruh to do that because you have not a deal between you and Allah Azza wa Jal. So Allah Azza wa Jal, you do ibadah for Him not because He give you such and such. You have to consider that. So it is not recommended to do such another. But the other one, which he asked Allah to do, which you do the vow without asking Allah to do something, this called al-ghair muqayyad or al-mutlaq, like this example. Like, also, this hadith showing that if someone gave a vow to obey Allah, he has to obey Him. If he gave a vow to fast, he has to do that. If he gave a vow to give charity, he has to do that. And if not, he should compensate that as usual, like compensation of the oath by either by الطعام, feeding 10 miskin, or give them dress, or freeing a slave, or if you don't have, then you fast 3 days. So this is the way that you fulfill the nether, and the way that you have to do nether in something, are able to do it, and don't يعني put yourself in a hard time by doing a vow which may be not easy for you to do. And also, if the person gave a vow to do not obey, to do not disobey Allah Azza wa Jalla, he has to do that as a kind of vow. This is the end of this chapter. Inshallah, next chapter we have the Bab al-Muhafaza ala al-A'mal, means the chapter of keeping doing or righteous conduct on a regular basis. And we start, inshallah, with hadith number 153. طيب, this so far today lesson, inshallah. Inshallah, we have tonight, inshallah, at 9 p.m. at the late time, and 2:30 Mecca time. We have the Way to Da'wah course, lesson number 7. This will be only in Telegram channel. طيب, any question? طيب, جزاكم الله خيرا. See you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.